Hey guys, the Dungeon Master Guide and the Player's Handbook for first edition agree on how initiative works. So why have people been fighting about it since the 1980s? I mean, maybe not fighting, but arguing about it. Because the rule they're actually remembering, isn't in either of these books. Hey guys, welcome back to the DM and Friends. I am DM Angelo, and Gary wrote the manual, and I run it. This is also another collaborative series with, collaborative video with Eric Tenkar. So go over and check out his video, and he's going to be talking about this and how it pertains to BX. So I was kind of looking around, and a lot of old school forums have been having this argument about what the best way to do initiative is for, probably decades, right? I'm only going back 20 years because I see a lot of this on Dragon's Foot, where I feel like every year somebody brings it up again in another thread. And here's the thing, the books actually agree with each other, the Player's Handbook and the DMG, and it's pretty straight, cut and dry for first edition raw, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be show you guys where it is in the books and talk about side initiative versus individual initiative. All right, well, let's open up the book to page 103 in the Player's Handbook. Okay, and that's under the encounter section here. It says that initiative check is typically made with a two six-sided dice, right? So one side for the party, one side for the monsters or the encountered creatures or party or whatever. Because and it says it in there. It says because a round is a full minute long, dexterity seldom is a factor in the determination of which side acts first, right? So let me put that over here. And then if you go to page 62 and my book just fell apart, page 62 of the DMG under initiative, Gary also writes, he says, while it is not accurate to roll one die for all individuals, for each party, right? It is convenient and necessary. He says what happens is to this simple, brief determination, if a party consists of 9 characters and 6 henchmen, and he goes on and says, and the other side is 7 giants and 19 dire wolves. So basically what he's saying there is, holy crap, imagine if you did that individually. You have literally 9 plus 6 plus 7 plus 19 different steps in the for initiative. That would be absolutely bonkers, right? So that's where he kind of weighs out and gives his reasoning why side initiative is done in first edition raw. And man, I'm all over the place because my book just fell apart. I'll put it over here. Squirrel. So Gary knew that side initiative, wasn't perfectly realistic. You know what I mean? He wrote that down himself in the book, right? I just, and that's his reasons. And then he explained exactly why he built it that way. So he's got 2 golden books, right? The Destroyed Dungeon Master Guide and the Player's Handbook. They say the same exact thing. And so if you're running AD&D raw, okay, which I run, I use side initiative. And that's just how I do it. Now, have I done it differently in the past? Of course. 100%. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about, the individual rule here. So here's where I think this kind of gets interesting, right? And let me see. Okay, I still have this page in the book. Because there generally is an individual factor in the DMG if you're talking about raw, right? And it's not what most people think, right? And it has to do with on page 66, if you read under weapon speed factor, and I've done a video on this, and maybe I'll put a link up here in this series. I talked about weapon speed factor. He says that when opponents in melee have tied for initiative, blows occur simultaneously, right? Well, except when both opponents are using weapons, right? Each weapon has a speed factor, okay? And the opponent with the weapon, which is the lower speed factor, will go first. So that's a form of individual, initiative, right? Not really, but kind of. And I wonder if that's where a lot of people kind of got that from. But I found other places too. So, and that's kind of a realistic of approach when you talk about the faster weapon, right? But how did this get into individual weapons, right? So I did find through the research of this that there was a Dragon Magazine article back in the day from Ronald Hall. It's called "Who Gets the First Swing," right? And this was a full dexterity and weapon-based individual initiative system. Offered as an alternative, an optional alternative, who wants to get more granular with the DM's group role, right? So I wonder if that's where a lot of people got this from, right? The other thing that I would say too is Holmes did it with dexterity, right? Because we got OD&D was side initiative. BX obviously we know is side initiative. They did make an optional rule, I think, in the Immortals Beckme Immortals, where there was a type of a individual initiative. But yeah, don't quote me on that. But I think that was. But so I'm talking obviously pre 2E era, because in second edition they moved to the individual initiative on a D10 roll, etc., etc. But I'm wondering if this is where a lot of us got it from, was this Dragon Magazine article, or just making up our own way of doing things, So yeah, I'd love to hear in the comments where you guys got it from too, because if you play raw, it's side initiative, which I don't think a lot of people know that. I don't think it's it's kind of a myth out there. But fun facts that I also kind of want to talk about. The Beckme Immortals box set, go on there and check that out too, because I think, Beckme would have come out before 2E, right? So that's an interesting optional blend of turn sequences that they added in there. So, but anyway, so little recap here. So if you're doing raw first edition, it's side initiative. Now, I have used a D10 for initiative with weapon speed factor on top of it, dex, all kinds of weird modifiers, individually done. What the awesome thing about that is, and I'm back now to using raw, and I've been doing this for years now, using side initiative. What's interesting about the using an individual initiative versus side, it's your choice as a DM. And it will not break your OSR game. It will not break old school, which I think is absolutely awesome. Think about trying to do that when you were playing fourth edition. It would have broke the game, right? That's the glory of our older games, is that you can choose what you want to use with it or not. Like I said, I prefer to use the raw method. So a little quick recap here. So the real lesson here is simple, and it's three things. First, side initiative. If you're talking about raw, AD&D, right? Side initiative is the actual golden rule for first edition rules as written. The player's handbook and the DMG agree on it completely, 100%. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts there. Right? And Gygax literally explains why the reasoning for that is in the print. He literally says it in the core books. Second, there is a real individual factor in the DMG when you talk about weapon speed, and that kind of individualizes it a little bit based on tiebreakers, right? Not a full replacement system, but it's a layer on top of initiative that kind of individualizes it a little bit. And shooting the bow too. Think about that too. Shooting the bow with the dex adjustment could lower that person's, only that individual's initiative too. So interesting fact there. So it does kind of have its little caveats, a little back and forth there, but generally it's side initiative with those couple modifiers. But third, the real initiative, individual initiative system most players remember, almost certainly comes from something out there. The Dragon Magazine article, maybe an adaptation from Holmes. Maybe people that started in second edition and then went to first edition afterwards and just kind of ported that into it. I don't know. What makes this less a rules dispute and more a case of mistaken identity, maybe? I don't know. It's really up to you as a DM how you want to do that, because you could do individual initiative in any old school system. I don't know how that would work in BX. Maybe that's a question for Tenkar, but I don't know. All right, well, you guys, which system does your table actually run? Straight side initiative or or individual? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I mean, this is a perfect topic for all of us to talk about. I want to hear what you guys do at the table. And it's really what your tone of your game, what your DM style is. Like I just know what I use, what's working for me. I want to hear what works for you. And I know there's all kinds of different ways to do it out there, but all right, you guys, well, I am DM Angelo. This is the DM and Friends, and man, I love you guys, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what you do, and we'll talk on the next one. Bye-bye.